All right, settle in because I got some things to say. I want to talk about disease and basically the chakra system a little bit today. And I'm just going to touch on this because here's the thing, all the books out there, and you see people talking about, like, if you've got thyroid problems, it's a throat chakra issue. Or if you've got stomach problems, it's a solar plexus chakra issue. Or if you get headaches, it's a third eye issue. And I'm not saying that's not true, because it can be. But what I am saying, and what I see in my work with clients and including myself, is that I see it more as a multi-chakra issue, any health issue. I don't see any issue, or at least I haven't, that is a one energy center issue that needs to be addressed, okay? For instance, a lot of times, now here's the thing, I don't love those books that say, if you have this, this is what it means. Only because it can lock you into that's the only thing it means, and then you aren't healing because you believe that that's your root cause, okay? Are those books, and I'm talking about books like from Louise Hay, they're wonderful books. They're nice little references, okay? Until you don't need them, because we tend to look at a book or social media and think, well, that's the truth. Well, that could be the truth for them. It could be the truth for 98% of them, but maybe you're in the 2% that isn't the truth for, okay? I want you to heal. I want you to feel the best you can feel. And in order to do that, you need to know what I'm about to stab myself with my crystal, but your root cause is for your dis-ease, okay? So I just want to put that out there. Everybody's different. Everybody has a unique root cause for them. Are there similarities? Yeah, sure. And one of the things I'm just going to share with you now before this video gets way too long is one of those similarities. And I'm going to fix my hair because what in the world? Anyway, we're going to let it go. What I see a lot of times is I see the thyroid, okay? And then immediately, because I'm a medical intuitive, so the body lights up for me. So when someone tells me they've got a thyroid issue, or they come to me, their thyroid might light up. And then so I'm like, okay, cool. We need to work with the thyroid gland, maybe the parathyroid. So physically, I'm like, what do we need to work on here? But I also see the throat chakra. There's always a component with the throat chakra. Cool. What else? Show me what else. The next thing I usually will see with people with thyroid in particular, again, everybody's different, is the liver lights up every single time. The liver has, and I think research is now showing this. I'm not a doctor, so I don't really know, but that there is a correlation between the thyroid and the liver with the T3, T4 conversion, all that stuff. That's fine, okay? I work with energy. I don't need to know all the technical. So the liver lights up for me. So the liver is associated with this solar plexus chakra. So I'm going to be looking at the solar plexus chakra, the throat chakra, the liver, as well as the thyroid. Now, that's just a basic example. I oftentimes will see the pancreas hop in on that. I will oftentimes see the gut. I will oftentimes see like the pituitary or the hypothalamus. It just depends on the person. And each body part, each organ is associated with a different chakra, but it's not as simple. Here's where I feel like people get it wrong, is they just like you go to a doctor and they say it's your thyroid, go to an endocrinologist and they just look at your thyroid. Okay, not all of them. I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I think they're pretty specific. And they don't look at the whole picture. You are a whole being, a whole energetic system. And so to just look at one chakra is kind of shortchanging yourself. I want to see the whole picture. I want to balance the whole thing. Now, having said that, before this video gets way too long, I believe, see, know, feel, when you work on one energy center, and we have way more than 7 in our body, by the way, but a lot of people just focus on the main 7. If you work on just the throat chakra, it does have like a ripple effect with the rest of your energy. So that's cool. But I want to heal the body in the fastest way possible, in the most aligned way possible. And that means seeing the big picture. It's not just this, it could be this, and I see correlations, and then I use my psychic gifts and my medical intuitive gifts, and we go deeper to get to the root cause so that we can bring the body back into homeostasis, which is ultimately the goal. I don't really care how we get there. That is the goal, is for you to feel better. I could talk about all my different modalities all day long. That doesn't mean anything if it's not working on your body, right? So just wanted to share that. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.